Hi, my name is Matt Nolf. I'm with PNG Technologies out of Michigan. We're a supplier of propane and natural gas kits for generators. Today we're going to be doing an example conversion on a Briggs Stratton 5500 running watt, 8250 starting watt. The model number on the frame on this one is a 030424, and the model number on the engine is a 189008. Today we'll be doing a propane conversion, and then we'll give you the example of the natural gas, and we'll get started on this. Okay, so now what we're going to do is go ahead and remove our cover here, but before we do that, we have to pull this choke out. There's a bracket in the back here, you'll see, and this choke goes through it, and when we put our adapter in, it's going to pull it away, so we'll have to modify this back here, and I'll show you the next step. Well, let's go ahead and I'll show you. What you're going to do is pull your choke all the way over to your right, okay? And then just grab it from the back, and in the front, you should be able to lift it right out. And then we'll get to our next step. Okay, now what we're going to do is go ahead and remove our cover here and get access to the gasoline carburetor. Just go ahead and pull this off and pull your air cleaner out with it. Okay, now what we're going to do is we have to replace the two studs here. They're not long enough. So we'll give you longer studs to put in here. So what we're going to do is go ahead and remove the two nuts. Okay. Let's get this one off too. Okay, now your air breather tube is connected back here, so we'll go ahead and pull that off too. Get that, pull that right out of the way. Now we've exposed this, and we'll show you the next step. Okay, so now what we're going to do is go ahead and exchange our studs out here. Just remove your gasket. Go ahead and get you some vice grips. It doesn't matter if you nail these up because you're replacing them anyway, so go ahead and lock down on them. Turn them out. Do one at a time. It makes it a little easier. Hold that carburetor back to the back so it doesn't shift on you. And then we'll give you new stud extensions here. Go ahead and screw them in. They don't have to be tight. You don't have to use your vice grips and go back in there. Just snug them down. Go ahead and pull this one loose. And then we'll do the same thing to this side. Hold that carburetor back so it doesn't shift on you. That way your gaskets don't move or anything. Go ahead and get that in. All right, and we'll show you the next step. Okay, now what we're going to do, I was telling you about the choke earlier, how we pulled the choke out, okay? So what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and temporarily set our slim adapter up on there, okay? And then we're going to go ahead and temporarily set this back up on there, okay? And then what we're going to do is to get this to fit now, obviously, like I said, the hole is pulled back. So what we're going to do is mark off on this here from the center hole. Just take it straight across there and straight across here, and go ahead and cut that out with a hacksaw, and we'll go ahead and get to the next steps. Okay, now that we have modified the back air cleaner cover, you can see it almost pretty much just looks like it's factory. So we can go ahead and get this step ready. Go ahead and get our gasket set up on here, and this will be the slim adapter that you'll install. So basically it's just going to go up this upwards position. Okay, get you another gasket on there. Get your back cover going, and we'll go ahead and get these locked down. There we go. And it's a nice little fit in there too. It's nice that you don't have to modify the frame with these. Most all the other adapters you got to. So that's that step there, and we'll go to the next one. Okay, now that we've got this all installed, before we get our air cleaner cover back on, we'll go ahead and install our choke back here so you can still run it with your gasoline. And just remember it was to the right, and you'll feel it go on there, it just clips in. Make sure your choke opens, that the adapter didn't shift on you. Sometimes you'll have to shift that. Got a good free movement there. Go ahead and get our cover back on here. And pretty much it's as simple as that. So that's the adapter install on it. So we'll show you the next step. Okay, now since we've pulled this carburetor of the air cleaner adapter away, we have a gap between our hose here. Okay, the hose isn't long enough that they supply here to go in there. So what we're going to do is go ahead and give you a bushing here. Now, for some reason, this customer already had one in there, so we're just going to go ahead and reinstall his back in, and just slide it back in the tube here, get it back in that, and then just pop it back into the back of the air cleaner cover, and you're good to go on that. Okay, now that we've got our adapter installed, what we're going to do is go ahead and mount our regulator. Now your regulator will come all assembled, all the hardware you need with it. This makes it a little bit simple, that way you don't have to sit here and pipe fit all these together and stuff. So we'll go ahead and get our holes drilled out for that. So off the side of the frame here, let's go ahead and mark over 2 1/4. Okay, then from that center to center, we're going to go ahead and mark over 5 3/4. And then we're going to come up about 7/8 of an inch. That'll give us clearance. So when we mount this here, you still can be able to push your primer button to be able to get this to start quicker. So let's go ahead and drill those out. It's real thin, so. Okay, and we'll show you the next step. Okay, now we'll go ahead. We got our holes drilled. We'll go ahead and set our regulator up here. And just hold the bolts back with your hands the best you can. Found it easier to kind of feed this one in over on this side. All right, we'll go ahead and get that started. And then we'll do this side here. This side's a little tougher. There's a plate back there. This one's a little less room back on this side. Okay. Got it. We'll go ahead and tighten those down. All right, then we'll show you the next step. Okay, now that we've got our regulator installed, our slim adapter installed, we're going to go ahead and connect our hose coming off our slim adapter to our regulator. Before we connect it, what we're going to do is go ahead and put a tie strap here. It'll take the pressure off the adapter itself. So let's go ahead. You don't want to snug it down too tight, but just enough. And then we'll go ahead and get our clamp. Push our hose over there. Go ahead and tighten this down. And this is real flexible hose. It's a good hose made by Parker. It doesn't keep very much at all. Go ahead and get that. Cut your tie strap off. And that's that step there, and we'll go to the next one. Okay, now everything is all set up completely on it. Now we'll preset the power elbow here as quick as we can. Everyone's a little bit different, so we'll show you that adjustment there. So let's go ahead and get our connection hooked up to our regulator. Now you don't need no pipe dope here, it's a flare fitting. And you don't got to crank them. You're only dealing with 6 ounces of pressure. You know, this is where your main pressure is here. So let's go ahead and connect our propane tank. And we'll go ahead and turn our fuel on. Turn our shutoff valve, make sure it's on, and then we'll go ahead and do our next step to get this thing started. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and try to run it. Now, like I said, this is your main adjustment. This is everybody's problem here. It is difficult, especially when you have a rope pull. You can't orifice these. There's too many different machines, so this is the only adjustment you got. So we'll preset these. We set them 14 millimeter from the top to the bottom of the nut here. So go ahead and leave that loose, and we'll go ahead and give her a shot of fuel here. Hit that button. Now I'm adjusting it in. If I go in too far, it'll start bogging it down again. Bring it out till you sit down. Bogging again. Bring her back in. Go ahead and lock that down. Okay, we'll shut our fuel off. Go ahead and lock this nut down. And you should never have to adjust this again, okay? Now, the way we've got it set up is the propane side, so we'll show you the natural gas setup. Okay, now for natural gas, the only thing you're going to do is go ahead and eliminate this bushing, this fitting here. Obviously, you won't be using your tank. Bring your natural gas feed in right to your shutoff valve. Now, on your power adjustment here, you'll probably have to go up to 15 millimeter because you're trying to get the volume of the BTU of natural gas. So we also carry the quick connects for all the natural gas, true 3/4 orifice, along with the hose. And that is that step on this particular unit. Okay, that completes the propane conversion and also the natural gas example for the Briggs Stratton. We appreciate you watching this video. I hope it helps out great. This is a good little unit here. If you're interested in purchasing the kit from us, you can go to our website at PNG Technologies.com, or we could be reached at 734-992-2648. Thank you very much and have a wonderful day.